In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can do a solid granny rectangle that's worked in continuous rounds. It's a really simple stitch to make and very easy to resize to fit your needs. To get started, add a slip knot to your hook. To make your starting chain, you first need to figure out how big you want your finished project to be. And then you're going to subtract the width from the height. So for example, let's say you want to do a 30 by 36 inch blanket. You would subtract 30 from 36, which gives you 6 inches. And then you're just going to chain to that measurement. Now the amount of chains that takes will depend on your hook and yarn. So for example, with my weight 4 yarn and 4mm hook, it took me 20 chains. When you've reached your width, add 2 more. And then work a double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. This is going to serve as 2 double crochets and the first half of your first corner. To work a rectangle, we're going to do a double crochet in every stitch across the chain, create our other side, and then work the other side of our chain with matching double crochets. We'll complete this corner when we come all the way around. Next, just add a double crochet into every chain across. And then when you come to your very last chain, this is where we're going to create our other corner and side. For this rectangle, we're doing 2 double crochets for our corners. Chain 2, and then to create our side in the same chain, we're going to do 3 double crochets. Now I have done this before with 2 double crochets for the side. It works just as well, but lately I found I prefer 3. Just do whichever you like best. And now the other side of the corner, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets into the space for that chain. And I know it's gotten very loose. Don't worry about that. We'll fix that here in just a second. We're just going to undo the slip knot. Pull on it. And then we'll weave that in later. Can you hear Loki in the background? And now we're just going to do double crochets into the same chain that we just worked into so that they are matching on both sides. If you look here, you'll see where the chain is sort of connecting or crossing over each other. I just go right under it to line up with the previous double. Coming to the other side. So working into the same space as the first corner, 2 double crochets to match the other side. Chain 2. And now I need to do 3 double crochets to form the side of the rectangle. And at this point you can chain 2, slip stitch into the very first stitch you made and fasten off if you're switching colors. But if you're continuing on with the same yarn, then I would recommend that you finish with a half double crochet. If you do that, it's going to land you right into the middle of the corner. And what I love so much about this, regardless of if you're staying on the same side or you're going to turn your work and work in the opposite direction, either way, you're in the middle. If you want to do your rectangle on the same side, chain 2 or 3 to serve as your first double crochet, or you can do stacked singles. Pull the yarn through, create a single crochet, going into the sidebar, pull the yarn through, create another single crochet. That's a stacked single, or you may have heard it referred to as a stacked double crochet. Either way, this is a really great option to give a little bit more fullness to your very first stitch. And then you would just continue on with your double crochet, 2 in the corners, and then you would just continue on doing double crochets in every stitch across, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles for your corners, not forgetting the double crochets here on the side as well. And the same thing if you're turning your work, chain 2 or 3 to serve as your first double, or turn and do a stacked single. Complete half of your corner. I like turning my work after every round because then it looks the same on both sides. There's not a very distinct front or back. Also, it does help to prevent the rectangle from skewing, although I would say I don't think that's as big of a problem with a rectangle as it is with a square. So the main reason I do turn my work is for the consistency of the texture. So I'm just going to stay where I am, working a double crochet into each stitch around. And again, like I mentioned, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles for the corners. This is such a simple pattern. You really can go on autopilot with this one. Then back to my very first corner, going to complete it with 2 doubles and a half double crochet. If I'm joining a new color, then I like to join in a different corner from the one I finished on. And as you know, I like to flip mine after every round. So I'm going to flip it. I always start with the back facing me, the really bumpy side. That way you'll know that you're flipping after every round. And then I just add a slip knot to my hook, join in a corner and create a stacked single. But another great option, if you don't want to fasten on with chains or stacked singles, you could do a standing double crochet. This will give you a true representation of a double crochet. This one's a little bit more fiddly, so I don't do it as often, but it does really look great. With a slip knot on your hook, wrap the yarn from back to front, go into the stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. There's your double crochet. Now if you go a little bit loose like I have here, again, you can take that knot out to tighten the stitch. I know it's scary, right? But it works. And then you'll just weave that in really well later. And then just continue on with the sequence. If you're working continuously to make a blanket, you may notice that after some time it starts to get a little bit wavy on you. This is kind of the nature of these rectangles and even squares. So there are a couple of things that you can do to help troubleshoot that. You may want to try doing a rectangle that only has 2 double crochets on the sides instead of 3. I haven't found it to make that big of a difference, but it does keep your corners a little bit more rounded and tighter, which you can take care of later with extra chains in your corners to help square it off a little bit more. That's one option. But you may start to see that it's still starting to ripple on you a little bit. I'm starting to notice it here on the 6th round. It's subtle, but it is just going to get worse with every round. So what I would recommend you do is do a decrease round. And technically you're not really decreasing, you're just slowing down the increase. We're increasing by 4 stitches every round. So we're just going to take it down to 2 per side. There's a couple of different things you can do. You can omit one of the doubles from the corner. So instead of doing 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles, do 1 double, chain 2, 1 double. You can skip one on each side, but I do find that that makes a bit of a gap. So instead you can do 2 double crochets together to omit that one. So going into the stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, going into the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through all 3 stitches. That's going to give you a natural decrease there, but still keep the fullness of the stitches. And then I'm going to do it here on this side as well, in those last 2 stitches. I'm doing 2 double crochets together, and then my 2 double crochets in the corner as normal. And what that has done is it has taken my increase of 4 stitches and turned it into 2. And that will help tighten things up. And you can do this as often as you feel necessary. For example, as I continued on with mine after filming that segment, I found that just doing 1 decrease per side worked really well. So basically, instead of increasing by 4 per side, it was only increasing by 3. And I also found doing a decrease every other round is working really well so far. Meaning I do a normal round, decrease round, normal round, decrease round, and so on. And the only other tip I can think of is if you don't want to have any kind of gaps in your corners, I'd recommend that you replace the chains with another double crochet. So that would be 5 double crochets in your corners instead of 2 doubles chain 2 doubles. And that's all there is to it. You're just going to continue round after round until you complete your project. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, a like is always appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.